one specifically is regarding getting a degree. We already know, we've talked about this lots of times in our other videos, that the way the applicant tracking systems work, if you have a degree or don't have a degree, that is a lot of times a filter that is utilized and will make you fall out of searches if you don't have one. And how that works is, if I put in the search filter that I'm looking for somebody with a bachelor's degree, if you don't have one, even if you were close, if you did almost all of your hours and just didn't complete that last semester, you still fall out of the search. So this is causing more and more people to go back and get their degrees, finish that out. And a lot of times what you see is people going back to get those degrees via an online accredited university. And it's not always those ones anymore that are in person. And boy, did 2020 even change that even further. As even everybody that was signed up for an in-person college, it ended up going to a virtual setting. They're still not classified really as online degree programs, but it did end up kind of going there, showing the world that it was pretty easy to do from the educational standpoint in college. Anyway, so the question that we wanted to ask on the HR survey was, well, let me show you the question and let me show you the results that'll tie in for your job search. And that is, does your organization care if an employee gets a degree from an in-person accredited college or university versus an online accredited college or university? And what we saw with a resounding 47% is no, it doesn't matter either way. Now, I do want to make sure that we do go and show that there were 16% here that did say, yes, it does make a difference. But the second runner-up at 37% was this, it is up to the hiring manager to make this decision. So they weren't able to say yes or no. And I actually really like that answer too, that it's not just HR making all the decisions, it's the hiring manager deciding, is this accredited online as good as the other? Now, I do want to say, if you consider degrees in general, there are some universities and colleges that are known more for certain specialties in certain areas. And so a lot of times you will have a hiring manager or a company saying, I would really like a law one. I'd really like to get somebody from Harvard Law, or I'd really like to get somebody from this school for engineering or this school for medical. And the reason because of that is because they have such strong degree programs, and they feel like the level of education that people get when they attend those specific institutions are so valuable that they definitely want to have somebody from that one. But here's what I'm going to tell you, job seekers. If you are on the fence, finish my degree, not finish my degree, finish your degree. Finish your degree. It's definitely a search filter. It's something you absolutely should consider. And now that we've seen this other data, which says that yes, that 47% of them are going to accept your online degree just as much as the other, now you've got the added benefit of not just getting through the applicant tracking system, but as long as it's an accredited university, you're still going to get credit for it, and it's going to help your chances of landing that great job that you want. Now, I do want to say a last thing before I let you go. Make sure it is an accredited university. And if you're not familiar, and the accreditations are different, go to look in your country, wherever you're watching from, about what the accreditation standards are. Because there are some colleges and universities that are online that are not accredited. And you need to make sure that you understand what that line is and that boundary is. But as long as it's an accredited university or college, it seems like the HR is definitely saying that it doesn't really matter, online or the other. Or at least then it's the hiring manager making the decision, which means you got through the search and into the hands of the hiring manager for them to take a look at you. All right, now remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that now. We have so many great videos coming out for you, and it will just notify you when they come out so you don't miss any. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.